What's good, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today, we are going to go over a trade that I called out in the inner circle yesterday on Friday, which is triple witching. So let's hop right into it on the charts. We're going to do a little something different today. I usually use NinjaTrader, but I know a lot of people use Trading Views. So we're going to do this one on Trading Views. So for easy reference, we're going to look at liquidity, VWAP, and reversal zones. So these reversal zones are these purple areas right here on the chart now. You can see on the background, this is NASDAQ or NQ because we are trading futures. The reversal zones are drawn off of higher time frames. So if we go to the hour time frame, you can see all the reversal zones there. So now, what we are looking for, or the trade that I was looking at, this is replay. So, just being full transparent, what we were looking for was for the open to happen and to let all the riffraff happen. Usually, around the open, the market gets really volatile, especially with NQ. Not all indices are like that, but NQ especially usually is very volatile at that time. So if we zoom in here, this is some news that happened at 8:30, and then the open was a little bit after right here. So this huge drop right here was the opening. So we don't really look for trades at that point, even though price did come down to one of our reversal zones here. We let it calm down and spread out and such. So it did come down. It got a beautiful tap into our zone, and then price continued to chop around that area, and then it did drop a little bit more. So the setup that we were looking for was we were letting all of this happen, all of it work itself out. It ended up getting down to another reversal zone before it actually reversed here. And now it's about 10 a.m. So at this point, we know that it's been about 30 minutes in the market since it's been open in New York session. So now we can actually look for an actual setup. It is triple witching on this Friday, which is where all the contracts end. It happens 4 times a year. So the market can be very volatile this day, or it could just range within a tight zone. So that's what we are sort of waiting to see. I let everybody know in the group that we're going to go light on our positions today, just in case. But we are still going to look for A plus setups, which we happen to catch one. I'm going to point it out here. So pretty much we're waiting for what I was looking for was price to come back and possibly retest this zone here and cross over VWAP, but not really continue in that direction. We wanted it to pretty much take some liquidity, which it did. If we just go forward here. So now at this point where you have this area right here, there's pretty much a lot of buy side liquidity, which price did come up and take it right there. And then we got our crossover VWAP. So at this point, I wasn't looking for longs because we've been pretty bearish on the day. So I wanted a great short entry. So the requirements for the entry would be once it makes structure to the downside after it passes this swing low right here and then creates a gap. So if we play this a little bit more, so we have our market structure shift right here when it passed this gap, and our entry is on the gap, which is right here. So let me just draw this out for you. Oh, not that one. Rectangle right here. So let me just make this not extend all the way out like that. So right here is our gap. So I have a new tool that I made, which you can check out. I'll leave the link to it in the description, where it is this right here, which is it's pretty much like the long and short position, but it allows for multiple TPs, which I made one in NinjaTrader and a lot of people found it useful, so they wanted it on TradingView, and here you are. So you can use that if you like. So it just gives you a good idea. So our entry was right there at this gap. I'm going to remove this. So our entry is the same point as this gap. So if we display this, price goes down, comes back into the gap. So at this point we are in the trade, and our stop loss is right here, 107 ticks. And it was a great entry. So far we hit TP1, 107 ticks, of course. We're not moving the stop loss yet. And come down a little bit further in the day. TP2 was hit. At this point, we removed half of our position, or majority of our position, at TP2, which was 214 ticks. We moved the stop from here to break even now. And it's just a risk-free trade. But since it is witching, and since price is in this reversal zone as well, price could easily bounce back up, which it did end up doing, but not before we got to TP3, which at that point I removed my full position. Which was right there. So TP3 hit, and at that point I closed out my entire trade because price was still sort of respecting this reversal zone here, and also is witching, and it was pretty much in lunchtime as well, so volume sort of died out. That's why it's sort of chopping around like this. And then if we go even more, you can see that price did in fact continue back up to the upside throughout the rest of the day. So that was the trade that we took inside of the inner circle, which gave us 321 ticks on the day. It's a simple, my A+ strategy setup based off of reversal zones, the VWAP and the 50 moving average, SMA, simple moving average. So that's pretty much it. The main thing that you want to keep in mind whenever you're doing a strategy is the back testing. As long as you're doing back testing and you're confident like in the actual setup that you're back testing, just take the trade, even if it's a witching day, even if it's news or whatever. If you have a setup and you've done your due diligence, take the trade. You can see we caught a pretty decent amount here. A lot of people caught it, and I will post the results of that as well. If you want to trade with us, you can. I'll leave the link in the description so you can join the inner circle, Juvier's inner circle. We make money pretty much on a regular basis. We try to preach and practice really good risk management, because that's what trading is all about, is managing your risk. If you can do that properly, you can easily make money. So if you found some likeness in this content, please share, like, subscribe, and all that good stuff, and I will catch you in the next video.